Okay, I'm going to start. My screen is visible. Because it's on my end, it is visible. Okay. Today topic is set theory. Okay, who tell what is the definition of set? Definition of set. A set. Hmm. Someone want to say something? A set is well defined, unordered, collection of distinct object. Unordered means order doesn't matter. Order of the element, order doesn't matter. But what is the mandatory thing is that element should be unique. Element should be unique. This is the mandatory condition in set. Okay, for example, A is any set in which 1, 5, 4, 3 is a set. It is a set or not? According to definition, what is your idea?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. Why it is a set? Because it have the unique element. The element is not repeated. Another set, if I take example 1, 2, 4 to 6, it is a set. It is a set or not?
No, ma'am, because they do not have distinct objects. Two is
Yes.
repeat.
Yes. Okay, so another example of set is that set can contain even number of element, odd number of element, and set can be finite or infinite. It can be finite or it can be infinite. Please keep in mind. Okay, set can be anything. If I take example, set of all students in a class, it is also a set. So don't get confused. Okay, what do you understand by the null set? What do you understand by the null set? Anybody have the idea? Anybody have the idea?
The set which do not contain any elements or objects.
Yeah, exactly. Set with no element is called null set. That is denoted by phi or empty set. This is a representation of null set, but these two are not similar to this. Please don't confuse. It is a different thing. It is a different thing, and this is the actual notation of empty set or null set. But if I go this set, it contain one element that is phi. This contain one element, but the actual representation of null set is phi or empty set. Don't get confused. Okay, what do you understand by the subset? Anybody have idea?
The objects or elements which are a part of the main set.
Yes. If I am taking, for example, A is any set, if every element of A is also an element of B, or you can say that the part of set is also present in B, then A is subset of B. Every element of A is also present in B. Then you can say that A is subset of B. You can say that, for example, in A 1 and 2, but in B there are 3 elements 1, 2, 3. Whatever present in A, the all element present in B. You can say that A is subset of B. There are one more notation is that proper subset. What do you understand by the proper subset? Proper subset is nothing else. It is strictly smaller than the original set. Strictly smaller than the original set. Within a few minutes, I will give you example. Then you get the clear idea and a clear picture in front of you. Okay, just we look out the definition first, then we will take example. So you able to visualize.
Ma'am, if A contain all, B contain all the element of A, then B is a subset of A होगा ना?
B is a superset, na? Because in B, 1, 2, 3 element. The part
No, ma'am,
of B
in definition, ma'am, A is any set na? A is main set na? And B contain the element of A.
A is also an element of B.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so one thing you note here, for every set, for example, I take set A and phi are called trivial set, a trivial subset of of A. What you understand by the trivial subset? Trivial subset means a set itself or phi. Please keep in mind, in trivial set, two set always come. One is phi and the set itself. Okay, so proper subset. Proper subset means any subset of A is any set which is not trivial, subset is called proper subset of A. Means the subset which is not trivial is called proper subset, or you can say the strictly smaller than the original set. Strictly smaller than the original set. For example, I take A comma B, two element in a set. What are the possible subset of this subset? One is phi, another is A, another is B, and A comma B. These are the subset, but proper subset is, you can say that phi A B. The set itself not come in the proper subset. Please don't get confused. Okay, one thing you note here, if A is a subset of B and B is a subset of A, then you can say that A equal to B. For example, in A 1, 2, 3 and B set also have three element 1, 2, 3, then you can say that A contain all element of B and B contain all element of A. Then you can say that A equal to B, or you can say that A is subset of B and B is subset of A. So please keep in mind. Okay, what do you understand by the power set? Power set. It is denoted by P of A. Anybody have idea? No one.
Power set of a set A is set of all subset of the set A, include the set itself and the null or empty set.
All possible subset of a set. Bhat Kumar also right. Okay, so what is the definition of standard definition of power set is that if A is any set, if A is finite set, then set of all finite subset of A is called power set of A. If A is any set, means if A is finite set, then set of all finite subset of A is called power set. For example, A have two element A comma B. Then what are the possible subset of this? Possible subset: 0 length, 1 length, and 2 length. There are three possibility. Means 0 cardinality, 1 cardinality, 2 cardinality. There are three possibility. So what are those? What are the possible subset of this? Phi A, B, and A comma B. These are the subset of A. Then power set is nothing else, just put in bracket phi A and B, A comma B. This is the power set of A. Okay, so one thing you must know, that is cardinality. What do you understand by cardinality? Cardinality of a set. What is the cardinality of A? This mode represent the number. Cardinality is nothing else, the number of element present in a set. The representation of this is that the cardinality of this set, is 2. Okay, so what is the cardinality of this set? What is the cardinality of S? Please
Three.
reply. 3. Cardinality of this set is 3. What is the cardinality of this set? What is the cardinality of this set?
4.
Good. Okay, so like this we identify. Please note down this on your notebook. Please note all this. So should I rub? Please answer fast. Should I erase this? Okay. Please note down fast. Okay. I assume all of you note down. Okay, so in cardinality, you can assume, means I want to conclude the power set. In this, one thing you note, that is, if a set contains an element then power set contains 2 power n elements. How it is possible? Means how I conclude power set, if n element in set, in any set, then 2 power n element is present in 2 power set. How I conclude this, how I say this, how I generalize this. For example, A is any set. In this I have 2 elements, A and B. What are the possible power set of this? Phi A B and A comma B means I have 2 element, and I have, with 2 element I have 2 possibility. One possibility is that this set is include in the set subset, it include in the subset, and one other possibility is not include in the subset, means this element has 2 possibility. This element also have 2 possibility, either it is include in the subset, either it is include or it is not include or not include. It is also have 2 possibility, means 2 into 2, that is 2 power 2, right? That is it have the 4 possibility. Okay, if I say means there are 2 element, n equal to 2, that is 2 power 2, that is 4, and exactly 4 element we get in power set. Let's say, and I take another example. Let's S is any set. In this I have 3 element. What are the possible power set of this? One is 5. Please tell me, what are the power set of this set? S.
8 maybe.
Yeah, exactly 8. Count is 8. But I am asking the element which come in the power set.
1,
1,
Yes.
2,
Yes.
3,
Yes.
1,
1, 2,
Yes.
2, 3,
Yes.
2, 3,
Yes.
1, 3,
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Exactly. Means there are 3 element. There are 3 element. 1, 2, 3. There are 3 element. Each element have 2 possibility. Means either it is included in the subset or it is not included in the subset. Means 2 power 2 into 2 into 2 means 2 power 3, that is 8. Okay, so if I generalize this, should I erase this slide? Please reply.
yes ma'am.
Only one girl. What about other student? Okay, so if I conclude, if A is any set, the cardinality of this set is 2. That means in power set, I get 2 power 2 element. If the cardinality of a set is 3, that means in power set I get 2 power 3, that means 8 element. If cardinality of a set is 4, then in power set I get the element 2 power 4, that is 16. So like this, whatever this is the n number of element present in your set. that is come in power, means 2 power, means we have the 2 possibility. If I conclude this, if I take the example, I have A and B and C. There are 3 elements in any set. Suppose it is present. There are 2 possibility. Either it is present in the subset or not present in the subset. Another possibility, B also have 2 possibility after A. Either it is either it is present in subset or it is not present. Present, not present. Then C also have 2 possibility. Either it is present in subset or not present in subset. Present, not present. Present, not present. Present, not present. If I conclude this, if you note, if A is present, B is also present, C is also present, means all are present, then what the element present in your set? A, B, C. If A is present, B is present, but C is not present, means A and B in your set. If A is present but B is not present but C is present, in that case A, C in your set. A is present, B and C are not present, then what are the element in your set? Subset, that is A. Then A is not present, but B is present, C is present, then B and C in your subset. A is not present, B is present, but C is not present, then the only single B come in your subset. A is not present, B is not present, then what are the possibility remaining? Only C present. Then if A absent, B absent, C absent, mean all are not present, then phi come into picture. Phi come into picture. If you count this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 elements are there. It's up to you how you want to draw and how you want to generalize. So if I conclude, if any element, if any set have n element, then power set contain 2 power n element. This is the generalization. Just a second. What's going wrong? Just a second, please. Okay, now it is visible. Okay, next is universal set. What do you understand by the universal set? Universal set means all element present in this, a set of all object that are present in the universal set. Next is complement of a set. what you understand by complement of set? If I say what is the complement of A, what is the complement of A? Complement of A is nothing that, else this area. This is the complement of A. Means if A is any set, then complement of A is denoted by A bar, or you can say that A complement is called, or if I give the standard definition of A complement is nothing else, the element that does not belong to A, that does not belong to A, but belongs to universal set. This is the standard definition of complement of A. Okay, what you understand by the difference? Set difference. If A and B are two sets, if A and B are two sets, then A minus B, the representation of set difference is like this, is X is any element that X belongs to A but does not belong to B, but does not belong to B. That is the standard definition of A. If I want to draw the diagram is look like this. Sorry. Just a second. A and B, this is your universal set. This is the common. It is nothing else. A intersection B. The set difference means this area. This area, remove the common area, that remove the A intersection B, means if I take the example and if I give the naming, then 1, it is 2, it is common area is 3, then it is 4, then A minus B is nothing else. What are the elements present in A? In A is in A 2, 3, in B 3, 4. Then what are the A minus B? That is nothing else, 2. This is all about set difference. What you understand by the union, intersection, symmetrical difference? Anybody have the idea? Guys, type your enrollment number in chat box fast. Intersection. Intersection is nothing else this is your universal set, A set, B set. The common area. The common area between two sets is called A intersection B, or you can say the common element of both two set, that is your set intersection, or you can say that A intersection B is X is an element that X belongs to A and X belongs to B also, means the element belong to this set also, that is known as A intersection B. Then what you understand by the A union B? A union B, nothing else, this area. Just merge out this. You can say that X is any element that X belongs to A or X belongs to B. This is your standard definition of A union B. If I am taking the example, this is your universal set A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then A intersection B is nothing else. What are the element present in A? That is 2, 3. What are the element present in B? That is 3, 4. And A intersection B is nothing else. The common, that is answer is 3. And what is the A union B? What is the A union B? What are the element come in A union B? Please tell me.
Two, 3, and 4.
Good. Okay, so this is the basic idea behind this. So one thing you note down here, the important note. If A intersection B equal to 5, then A and B are disjoint set. Or you can say that the mutually exclusive set. Or the representation is like that. Representation of this joint set is like that. Then what is symmetrical difference? What is symmetrical difference? Symmetrical, it is first of all, it is represented like this, or A exclusive or B. This is the representation of symmetrical difference. You can say that the standard definition is like that: X is any element that belongs to A, or X belongs to B, but X does not belong to A intersection B. Does not belong to A intersection B. Or you can say that A symmetrical difference B is A minus B union B minus A. Or in other word, you can say that A exclusive or B is A union B minus A intersection B. Whatever you want, you just do like this. Just take the example, just draw the diagram. Just draw the diagram like this. If there are two elements, then we draw the diagram. The generalized diagram is this, AB. And just naming it 1, 2, 3, 4. And try to understand this. A minus B. What is the A minus B? The result of A minus B is A minus B is 2. And what is the result of B minus A? B minus A is nothing else 4. Then union of these two, that is 2 and 4, is your in your result, the first one. Let's see the second one, A union B. What is the A union B? 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4 is your A union B. But what are the intersection? A minus B. A intersection B is nothing else. It is your 3, and just a minus. Set a difference. Just remove the 3 from this. The final answer is 2, 4. Whatever representation you want, either the first one or second one, you must take like this. Don't learn by heart. Don't take it by heart. Just try to understand by taking the example, and try to draw the diagram and try to visualize. That is easy, very easy. Okay, please, in next lecture, you must know some important properties of the set. First is commutative property. Second is your associative property. Third is distributive property. Fourth is De Morgan law. You must know all these things, and I assume that you already study the discrete mathematics also, as well digital logic also, and computer organization. In 3 subjects, it is used commutative, De Morgan, and idempotent law. 6 is absorption law. 7 is your modular law. Please, before attending the tomorrow lecture, you must aware of these law. You must remember, or you try to understand these property of the set. Tomorrow we will discuss these property with example, and the next we will discuss the relations, types of relations. That is your reflexive relation, irreflexive relation, symmetric relation, antisymmetric relation, and asymmetric relation. That is your transitive relation, equivalence relation. We will discuss in tomorrow class. And one more is that your partial relation. We will discuss in tomorrow lecture till relation. For better understanding, I will suggest just go through the definition of all these. Otherwise, I will cover in the lecture. Is there any student whose attendance is pending? I repeat once again, the absent student 123, 147, 153, 151, 143.
Hello, ma'am. 143 is present.
Okay. 151, 176, 178, and 194. I repeat once again, 151, 194, 177. Okay, 151, 176, 178, 153, 147, 123. All these students are absent. Okay, guys, thank you. Thank you so much.